Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winning. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Caleb going to throw right away. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's going to keep this again. First carry here for Ken Walker.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
The Seahawks now at 2-5 to start play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the former number 1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
13 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
He's to the 15.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
7. Broncos, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Ward.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game.
23 carries, 124 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete as well. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. This is taken at the 15. Call out a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Brings up second and 9.
Ward.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Looking to put a drive together.
To throw, here's Ward.
And that's incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a third and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
More yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal, Denver.
And they'll run with the former LSU Tiger.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Irving is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and throw forward with Will.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jamar Chase,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. To the air, Williams. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Williams loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I started to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's complete to Dell.
Ward's pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw is Ward.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now come the Seahawks. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, he helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for a while because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
He'll keep it himself.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carried it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Here's Williams. Throw out wide to Walker.
Williams pass.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Williams.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Throwing is Ward. He will find his man Chase complete.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
A run up the middle with Irving. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ward.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Running left is Walker.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moore.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Ward.
Now a short one to Gesicki. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
That is incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
on the handoff. This is Irvin.
And he powers his way past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Back to throw. Moore. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Williams now throwing to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On the coverage.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Ball under 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Williams going to sneak it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Williams pass.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up
Back to throw. Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Giving 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 3.
To throw, it's Williams.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
90 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now Ward.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Walker, the ball carrier. The tackle by Chris Barnes. 2 yards on the pickup.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
They'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd.
Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A pitch comes to Walker.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Tackled by the quarterback, Josh Jobe. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run Mononga.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
To throw, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Off the bootleg, Ward.
Man, he hits him in stride. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
2 yards the gain on the keeper at 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4.
To throw, here's Ward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. To the air, Williams.
It's complete to Diggs.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On to give, it's Walker. 72 yards rushing now and 23 carries so far.
7-yard gain.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1-yard gain.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Monongai. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running is Monongai. And tough sledding. Going to get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Chris Barnes. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
And this one's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6 and 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They'll feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
We'll start with the option. Williams loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Denver's offense now set to go. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 now.
27-yard line.
To throw is Ward. He's going to have the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Monangai to about the 35, 2nd down.
Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
At the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Monangai.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Broncos now down by 6, 2:19 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Ward.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
A gain of 12.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Harrison Smith on the
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he stopped immediately there.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And it is caught.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Broncos.
Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing by a point, a little under a minute to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
At the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Jennings, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Throwing now, Ward. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Throwing is Ward.
2nd and 2.
Well, flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,